Power 92, number one in the streets. It's your boy Hotrod, the lit pit in full effect right now, man. You know it's a Thursday, so I always got somebody special in the building, man. Chimeka in the building. What's up?
She
done came in with all the coke, She gonna give me fire. They got cameras in here and everything, but it's okay. I'm gonna take this sacrifice.
We don't want to get you fired. We trying to spread the love. We don't want to get you fired.
Now, where did this concept come from? I gotta ask this. This is super creative.
Okay, so the Don't Do Coke concept just came from it just came from really because like cocaine has been like making its way throughout the city. It's like a new resurgence of the popular drug of choice. I don't know if you be outside, but it is. There's a lot of people randomly doing coke now, to each his own, but it's a lot of stuff you could be doing, and coke just happens to be one that you shouldn't be. So just don't do coke. Like, that's just it.
But this is like super critical. Okay, explain what's inside it besides.
What's inside here?
Coke.
Just flour. No, it's just flour. My ticket is in here though. It's the key, man. This is the keys. You got the keys. I granted you access to my joint.
It's creative as hell, and you came up with this all. It was a team effort.
Okay, so this is my boyfriend over in the corner, right? So we
boyfriend?
always just sit around and just go back and forth about different ideas and like how to present things in a new a new way of being creative, you know, inventive or whatever. And he initially was thinking about packaging T-shirts like this, like white tees, you know, as like cocaine or whatever. And just on the just as the thought just began to just, you know, spider web off into a whole bunch of million different things, it went away. Like we passed it. This idea went past like maybe 2 months ago. Yeah. And then like 3 days ago it popped in my head like, oh my God, let's do the thing you was talking about with the T-shirts with my tickets. And literally we just did it in like an hour and started going to hit the streets with these bricks, man.
And these bricks is tickets to your show.
These bricks are tickets to my show.
Which is, the show is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what can we expect from this show?
Just fun, just fun.
Just fun. Music.
Yeah.
You got the EP out. Cool.
Yeah. Now, I just want to be able to present to Chicago because like I've been doing music in Chicago for a long time. Everybody out there know, like I used to be Chilla Meek. Shout out to her. R.I.P. Anywho, like I've been doing this for a long time, and I just wanted to be able to give something refreshing. Like, because to me, like my personal opinion about the state of Chicago music is like there's no industry. We kind of just be like blah. I'm a rapper, let me rap. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have shows that present an artist in their full artistry. Example being stage presence with an actual stage setting. You know what I'm saying? Or an actual flow to your show, and not just you up here doing song after song after song. Like, we gonna get creative and give you a show, you know what I'm saying? Something to actually pay for. And not just a showcase with 15 people on the banner, right? You know?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Flyer, there you go. I wanna be able to give people real deal industry a representation of what Chicago can offer, because they got us misconstrued. Like they think we supposed to behave in a certain manner, or we supposed to rap a certain style, or you know, like they have this cliche concept of what Chicago is. However, when you peel back these layers of it, we are popular culture. So it has to be somebody here to be like, to be able to direct the acknowledgement of what Chicago actually is, and we are popular culture. We are popular culture, literally. From Keith changing the waves to how shorties was wearing their hair, like dress to the front way, the lingo, the word thought, it's everywhere. The clothes that we wear, the way that we describe our weed, everything is like in popular culture. Even with bro from Off-White going to Louis, you know what I'm saying? That's Chicago. Even with Kanye being the biggest name in the world right now, like it's Chicago everywhere. Period. But even with her making the world shake with the Who Run It, like kids don't even realize that ain't even his song. Man. But it's Chicago's now. No disrespect. Like, I'm just saying, like the shorties under them now recognize that song and think of Chicago because of her.
Exactly.
People my generation, don't get me messed up. Like I knew this 46, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the end of the day, we need to be able to identify Chicago for what it is. And right now, it's kind of like everybody knows it in the industry, but nobody is like identifying us as being that. So I want to be that person to be like, okay, she got it. That's Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Period. Like, that's what I want to do. Boom. Did I ran it off?
Nah,
I'm sorry.
Mark, what up? I knew they was gonna come in here and disturb the interview. But like you said, you definitely speaking facts right now. And with this, like you say, artistry, like I really want to see your show tomorrow. I really want to see like how you gonna present it on stage and everything. The other person I can think of with artistry on stage present is Chance the Rapper.
Right.
With his show being, it's an actual show. Like I'll go sit and watch like what he gonna do.
And I appreciate Chance, but like I used to go to Chance shows from him, like rocking out at Reggie's, like Merk. As a matter of fact, shout out to Merk, he just lumped in. Merk put on a show back in the day that had like all of Save Money and, you know, like all of us from off of Sibley and 300, like everybody in one room, you know what I'm saying? And we was all able to see that. And I guess it's like Chance just stood out, bro, and I appreciated it so much that I wanted to emulate that presence that he brought, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to, because like at the time I ain't know none of Shorty music, but I always remembered his performances, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to be able to leave that same presence on stage, always. So that's just it. Still to this day, I'm on your heels, Chance, on my mama, Shorty. Yeah, all that.
Nah, you definitely making an impact in the city, and I like what you started last year. Like you just like, I got new content coming for y'all 2018 and everything. And what made you just like erase everything and just like start?
All right, because I was getting frustrated because like I've been doing this since 2009 was when I first started recording. Like my first time in Power, low-key, my first interview was probably like 2011. You feel me? Like, and I've been doing this for a long time, but I've come to understand it just with time to mature that there's a difference between progression and success. I had a lot of success, and I appreciate all of it. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting frustrated because I never got the progression that I was looking for. Example being, you can win all the basketball games in the world, but when you get to the championship and you don't win, you know what I'm saying, you're not pushing to that next level. It was almost like I was getting to the ship every year, and not getting my ring.
And what you think was holding you back from getting it, like, or just pushing?
I didn't know how I wanted to show myself. With marketing, I come to understand you have to know exactly who you are in order to sell that to the next person. If I asked you right now, who are you? What's your response to me?
Rodney Washington.
Who are you though? What does Rodney Washington do?
Rodney Washington is a creative person.
All right, Rodney Washington. So when I go on your Instagram, I should immediately be able to say, dude is creative. Because that's what you want to sell, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with me, prior to this year kicking in, I was all over the place. You would go on my stuff and you wouldn't be able to directly be like, okay, she do music. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got baby pictures, my mama, little cousins, food I'm cooking, the last club I was in. Like, it made no sense. I wasn't giving you something to focus on. So to all my artists out there, if it's a little bit of advice that I could give you, because I'm trying to get everybody free game, give people something, one thing to focus on. You feel me? I should be able to tell exactly who you are and what you do with the first 9 pictures on your Instagram page. Period. Feel me? If that helps any of y'all out there.
That's interesting. DJ Nehpets, who are you?
I don't know. I do everything, man.
And that's what I'm saying. It's some people out here that like you saying, like I can't tell you who I am. Like I mean, yeah, I'm Rodney Washington. I'm a creative person, but then again, I could DJ. But I don't got DJ in front of my name because it's off respect to DJ Davis, DJ Ferris, you know, DJ Boy Genius, DJ B-Map, and the list goes on. But I would never put DJ in front of my name, or you know, I could do photography. Shout out to Miguel. I could do I could do a lot of stuff. But you look at my page, I don't think you would even get any of that. You just get like these funny videos or me spazzing on somebody.
I will.
Or me with the kids.
Right.
It all depends again on what you're trying to sell. You know what I'm saying? I wanted people to be able to recognize me as being an artist, just generally an artist. It didn't matter what I was trying to create. I just wanted people to be like, okay, Shorty is creative, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And eventually, like, I was able to nitpick exactly that message, like how to convey that message. And it started again with me figuring out who I wanted to be. I wanted to sell this creative chick. I wanted to give this, and that's what I had to like boil it down to. So with you, you know what I'm saying, or with anybody out there, if it's one thing that you want to use, there's free game. It's this free marketing with social media. The key to doing that though is figuring out who you are and what you want to do. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, we back, man. Power 92, number one in the streets. Your boy Hotrod checking back in with Chimeka.
There you go.
She done name changed. No, I changed her name, but she corrected me. Thank you, Chimeka. I still like Shy because it represents Chicago. But you from?
I'm from Harvey.
There we go.
Sibley Bound. You
from Harvey. It's another person from Harvey I want to tap in on, man.
Come to tap in on the king real quick.
The king?
Go ahead.
The king.
Come here.
Top money, man. Have you talked to him?
I actually heard from him. I got a letter from him like maybe a week and a half ago. And he in the best of spirits as possible to be in a situation he in. At least that's how I acknowledge it. Like for real. He talking like he standing right here next to you, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't phased a bit at all. It's kinda crazy. Anyhow. Yeah, the king of CLB, that's him. Cinco coming up, we gotta acknowledge the fact that the anniversary of Cinco coming up.
That's what I'm saying, like, man. Have he talking about like he been working on music in there or?
Dude is crazy. Dude is like legit like Tupac of our generation. Like you can't go in a session with Tat and not expect him to actually create something. Like he got so much music put up. It's to the point where we shouldn't be able to have the best of Tat Money. You know what I'm saying? Compilation, or we shouldn't be able to do nothing like that. But you can just because he got that much music like put up that I ain't never heard. Dude be pulling out songs out of his back pocket all the time. Like for real, it's crazy.
Damn.
He like a work mule in the studio for real.
Yeah, man. Hey, I hope he, like you said, I hope he in good spirits and everything. You know, everybody looking for him to coming back out and everything. Damn, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear some music. I know I brought that up because Cinco de Mayo was Saturday. He's been dropping his projects on Cinco. Like Cinco. Hey, so back to your music. You got the EP out. Cool.
Yeah.
What can people expect from this EP?
I kind of tapped in a little bit, but generally it's just the sound to represent the music that we grew up on in Chicago. Like people tend to think that all of us are angry, or we all into the drill, or we are all super violent, or like we all the angry black woman syndrome. Like, nah, bro, like it's still summertime shy for some of us. We still go out and enjoy the livings off the lake. Like, I'm one of those people, and I enjoy loving and giving love and being loved. So I wanted my music to express that same feeling, you know, like the '90s, you know. You
got some class. I hear the samples in the EP, so
yeah.
It's definitely super dope. And you know, and you said female, you know, like oh man, they always want us to be hardcore. And you know, you got the Dreezes, you got the Tinks, Sasha Go Hard, the Kitty Cat Bands,
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
So. You think it's hard being a female artist in Chicago?
Is it hard? It's hard being an artist out of Chicago. So we gonna take female out of the formula. It's hard being a Chicago artist.
Why is that?
Because they've already put a box into. I mean, they've already built a box around what a Chicago artist is and what to expect from a Chicago artist. It's either you're gonna be Baby Chance or Baby Keith. Like that's how the industry plays us.
Where though? Where did you catch that vibe? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What else do you see?
I mean, right now.
No, I'm asking you though.
Right now, I mean, as far as what's out here right now, yeah, of course, it's Chance, it's Keith. You know, right now, I mean, Duck just got in, of course, you know what I'm saying? So,
Toby Lou.
People that's Toby Lou. We have really a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm just saying, like, where else, who would say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of Chicago, you know what I'm saying? What, do New York people say that? Do we, you know, West Coast people say that?
Okay, let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I know a million artists inside of Chicago right now that's working this little chilling circuit that's in Chicago, because we do have a circuit of like local stages that's a regular that you have to cross in order to get to like the like elite level in Chicago. Okay. However, most of those artists that's working that chilling circuit aren't even acknowledged because they don't fall in the lines of between, again, Keith or Chance. Like, we have so much to offer. Chicago music is reflected the same way as Chicago food. You can't say what Chicago food is. You cannot tell us what Chicago music is. So the industry should be represented more than just the Keiths and the Chances. You know what I'm saying? We got so much other food out here, so much other flavor. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that nobody has represented that. Like, as far as the girls, going back to what you were saying, they've yet to give Chicago female an identity. Cause I love Tink and I love Dreezy, but it's almost like the industry, to me, like my perception on that situation is like they didn't get allowed to be Lil Tink and from Chicago or Lil Dreezy from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make me feel like that was the same Dreezy that was going crazy on the what's the Chirac beat, or that wasn't Tink that I heard on Fingers Up or off what, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we heard them in the industry, it was great music. Don't get me wrong, I rocked out to all of their records, but I don't think that they got a chance to, you know, paint the picture that they wanted to paint.
Why would you say that though?
Just because.
When do you think they left? After they left?
I mean, whenever you get in a situation that you kind of get directed. Yeah. Versus you calling the direction.
And do you look for it, like, since they got directed, they got signed and all that, you know, Tink recently just. I'm
really excited to see what Tink is about to do. Yeah. Like, personally, I'm really.
She from your area, right?
Yeah, me and Tink, we came up under Lyrical together, low key. Like, we was both under the management with Lyrical. Shout out to Lyrical Eyes. And it's just a relationship that grew distant over time, you know what I'm saying? With both of us growing in different directions of life. That's just how that went. But, like, I've never gotten a chance to speak to her, but if she listening, if you need help doing anything, you know what I'm saying? I got you too, shorty, for real. Like, I'm trying to help everybody.
I hear that. My fault to just go to another question.
We good, we rolling.
Yeah, no, I'm just, because I'm excited to hear that from another Chicago artist, you willing to help, and I feel like that's the movement right now. And even with me, with radio, I'm trying to help everybody, you know, tag teaming with Nehpets and everything. Even when we at the station, I'm trying to help everybody.
Yeah, we got to, because, like, if you telling me that right now, I'm looking you in the eye, I need you to give me eye contact and confirm with me with your soul. You know what I'm saying? That you for real about that, because I don't come across a lot of people that's genuine about riding with me with the idea of creating an industry in Chicago. Because we lack industry. We lack a big homie that's gonna tell you the game instead of trying to snatch you up and make a couple of bucks off of you. Because when 2012 dope opened for all of us in that new Chicago wave, it's kind of what happened. A lot of people reached in, the big homies didn't come try to mold us or didn't teach us how to do interviews, you know what I'm saying, how to communicate with other artists. Nobody did that. Everybody came in and was like, oh, shorty hot, it's a money bag, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And eventually what happened was, we're here in 2018. It's a whole bunch of talented people that got bust deals, and Chicago is a representation that's not being Chicago is in a position where we being represented in so many different things, but we're not being acknowledged as being the popular, as being that. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say here? Yeah. Like, we see Chicago in so many different lanes, but nobody is acknowledging it as being Chicago. And the only way for it to be acknowledged as being Chicago is if we create the culture here. Like, we have to have promoters that's going to promote for real. Pay these artists, respect them for their artistry. You know what I'm saying? Create a cycle to whereas money is going to make money. Everybody say, example being the show that got canceled. We ain't going to bring that up. But the show that got canceled, people kept saying, oh, it's because the police shut it down. I ain't seen no but okay, now let's think about it. We're not going there. We're not going there. But we just going to say this. In Atlanta, and we know for a fact, that's the South. They got real deal situations with the whole police, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go there, they deal with as well. However, hip-hop, the culture of hip-hop is what generates money in Atlanta. And it generates money because there's a what? There's an industry. You go to Atlanta, they playing Atlanta music on the radios. You go to Atlanta clubs, it's Atlanta artists being showcased. You go to Atlanta concerts, it's all Atlanta openers. It's Atlanta. That's the same way we have to rotate here, because what happens there is the police not shutting their shows down. You know why? Because the police getting paid. They understand that that's a part of what that's a part of they city. Like that's how they move, and that's how they're living off of hip hop.
You know what? I just want to chime in real fast. What you expressed was the economic power hip hop has in Atlanta, and that's what's important right here. That's what we have to create this industry too. But the fans have to support it as well.
Because I'm sorry to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we gotta train the artists and create a culture of industry for the artists and for all of the people working the media and the back scenes behind the cameras and behind these microphones. We also have to teach the audience how to be an audience. I was looking at this documentary about I think it was they were talking about when Miami had got LeBron down there. It was the first time that they had like a superstar with LeBron with D-Wade. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time that they had actual superstars and people was coming to the games. People in Miami didn't know how to act at an NBA game, so what they did was hire people to come in and intensify the crowd before the cameras came on. So when you saw LeBron them coming out and all them people was going crazy, because it was people that were teaching them how to get excited for the game. So what I'm saying is we have to teach people how to. I'm gonna teach you how to get excited to buy this ticket because I'm doing stuff like this. Right. You're gonna be intrigued to do this. I'm teaching, boy, we gonna create this culture. I'm talking about from the pebbles to the biggest mountain. Okay. We gotta move. Everything must be shifted. It's not just about the artists. It's not just about the DJs. It's not just about the promoters. Every piece on this table has to be shifted. Period. Because what's already been set ain't worked. Period.
I hear you. I'm feeling your vibe right now. And I'm feeling the love right now. You love the game this much that you're willing to help people right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's my God-given job.
Absolutely.
Like that. Man, bro, I almost went crazy trying to figure out, again, like how I was trying to sell myself or what I was trying to sell. And when I changed my name from Chilla Meek to Chimeka, I realized that I was living in a gimmick. If I was gonna go to the studio, I was gonna have to get him old to be Chilla Meek. Oh, we turned up. No, drop that. Now I'm giving y'all Chimeka. Now I'm able to speak this truth. Oh, I feel like I'm going on a Kanye rant. Like, for real though. But if I'm living in my truth, and it's to the point where I don't care anymore. I don't care about if what I give you is gonna make you more successful, because it's my job. God told me, like, I'm supposed to help people, bro. Like, that's just what it is. That's the only way that my light is gonna shine. You feel me? Period.
I see that.
So how can we change this industry? You know, and I know you want these Chicago shows, like how you say Atlanta. They got these Atlanta shows, you know, Atlanta artists doing the shows. How can we change Chicago and make it a Chicago show without niggas ready to fight each other's squads and, you know, all that? How can we change that?
All right. It's a lot that goes into this, but my first piece of advice for all the artists, because one of the big homies, shout out to Lero from Lawless, I try to take in knowledge from all the big homies around, you know what I'm saying? And he told me something one day, like, as artists, we just protect our art so much. Like, it's our little baby, and we don't let it go. But who's to say that your little baby is Jesus and it could already walk on water? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's like, we can't be scared to let stuff go. We can't be scared, and we have to remove our feelings from it. We attach to so much. So again, my advice in that is you have to remove your feelings from your creativity, because your feelings can block you from relationships that you need. Your feelings can block you from a conversation that you might pass on. Your feelings can block you from walking into a room that might have been your golden ticket. You know what I'm saying? So remove your feelings and create. It's not our jobs as artists to worry about what my art might make you feel. My job is just to make you feel. I don't care if that might be good or bad. It's just to make you feel. That's what art is. So again, artists out there, in order for us to get this ball rolling and to start trusting one another and to start reaching out and collaborating and actually crossing from the north side, because it's a lot of kids up north that don't know about Harvey, and vice versa. It's a lot of kids from Inglewood that don't know about K-Town, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let's start crossing them bridges. Take your feelings out of it. It ain't about feelings. Imagine what would have happened if Duck could have did a song with Keith years ago. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say that.
We gotta take our feelings. And I know it's a lot to that backstory, but just, just hypothetically speaking, rationally thinking. You know what I'm saying? If people remove their feelings from, we could have made so much magic. And to this point, going forward, we got to remove our feelings, bro. Like, that's just it.
Like you saying that because I saw this, the post when Duck put up Fredo when he passed away, and that shook people. Like, damn, why you putting up? That's the op. Why you putting up him? But I saw the bigger picture what he was trying to do, and then you had King Samson, trying to talk to Parquet, and then you just got everybody, squashing beats with everybody.
Imagine how powerful we were.
We strong.
For real.
Super strong.
You do radio. We in the third, second largest market?
Third
largest.
Okay, all right.
We can make it in Chicago, you
can make it.
We can easily be number one.
For real. There's no reason why if we dictate in popular culture, just pop culture generally right now, because Keith literally is the reason, to me, this is my personal opinion, Keith is the reason why we have Lil Pump. Keith is the reason why we have a Lil Uzi. Keith is the reason why we have this entire wave. Keith definitely is like a god in his own sense, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, there is no reason why everybody from Chicago shouldn't be in place of those people, because they to me, it's like they knock off Chicago versions. Like, imagine if y'all had the real sauce. Y'all ain't even tasted Giordano, J-Boy. Y'all still eating Tony's pizza type. You know what I'm saying?
Tony's.
That's how it is to me. For real.
Tony's, they got their special.
They ain't even taste the sauce yet. The real one. The real flavor though. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody because I'm rocking out. I'm a fan of all music, for real. But it's just, I love Chicago. And I know what we could be and what we will be when I get in that position. For real.
You definitely on your way. You call yourself a unicorn.
I am, bro. Duh, don't you think? You hear me? You hear me?
What is this unicorn? What is this unicorn?
Nah, a unicorn is just a representation of real woman, because we've been caught up in this ideology of a bad bitch, to whereas men don't even really recognize the real women. You know what I'm saying? You've been so conformed to see this girl that's this cookie cutter, Coca-Cola bottle, long hair, lashes, nails, all of this, you know what I'm saying, that you might be sitting next to your Coretta, but you're not looking at her. You know what I'm saying? You missed your unicorn. You thought she didn't exist, but she was sitting right next to you the whole time, bro. And sometimes we just gotta look and listen and hear. And I'm right here. How you doing? You feel me? That's what that is. So shout out to all the unicorns out there. We are real. We do exist.
All the unicorns. The unicorns. Oh man. Also, gotta talk about you. I got a text message for you. I was with an artist, Younger Meek.
Oh, yeah, what I said?
You remember that? Remember that conversation?
What I said?
He's like
You didn't get in trouble?
No, I didn't get in trouble. No, so this just leads me to this. Do you like rapping more or do you like singing more?
I just started doing this whole melodic thing, just to be able to challenge myself. I'm like one of them kids that need to be challenged. Yeah. But how can I answer this? I love Lauryn Hill, so it's almost like, I don't know. I'm like musically ambidextrous. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. I can use my left and my right hand, children. Okay, that's what that is. Yeah. Nah, like it's a balance. I'm a hip hop head though. So I'm leaning towards rap. That's my thing. That's what I do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I gotta go back because rapping, you got Younger May, and I remember you was like, man, bro, that's the only girl I see that's top.
She rapping.
Yeah.
She rapping. That's the only girl that's rapping right now. I don't want to hear all this yaddy, girl, eat me out, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all fine and dandy, but I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
And if you can't play with the boys, then don't talk to me. Like, for real. If you gonna call yourself the queen of rap or a rapper, you know what I'm saying? If you want to play with them titles, then you gonna have to rap, shorty. Like, for real. Ain't nobody doing that. Dreezy can rap, Tink can rap. Like, I know them. I've heard them personally doing it. Yeah.
I rock with that. I mean, I just remember that text, man. I'm like, oh, and I love to see y'all get on the track together.
I'll do that.
And
yeah, we can rap. We can do some real
Younger Man the Duck Down music team in Red Light and look at this interview and see this. So
Nah, for real, because I be rapping, shorty. Check my YouTube, shorty. Nah, for real.
Hey, and you got sub-T tomorrow.
Sub-T tomorrow. Don't do coke.
Don't do coke. We got the
Lies.
bricks right here.
That's right. And we finna bust this breakdown. We finna bust a breakdown.
And we gonna run back elevator music.
Oh man, y'all getting zooted today, huh? Okay. Hey.
We're running back. Hey,
Before
before we get up out of here, what's some artists that you want to work with one day?
Artists I want to work with one day. Of course, King Cole, man. Like, oh my God. Oh Jesus Christ! Like, I want to work with Kendrick. I want to work with SZA. I want to work with Ty Dolla $ign. I want to work with Pharrell. I want to work with Missy. I want to work with Jill Scott. I want to work with Erica. Jesus, Erica Badu. That's like my auntie that's missing in my life that I need to go sip tea with. Like for real, it's crazy. I don't know. I keep going.
Nah, I hear it. Like I said, I hear it in your EP. Cool. So, man, I'm looking forward to your future and everything. Just to hear you talking and how you want to help the city out, help this industry out, help the Chicago industry, and even like just speaking facts about how promoters and cause we speak the same thing. Like you can't get no DJ $150 to DJ a whole night. Like this goddamn laptop costs $17.
But guess what? They only doing that because they don't know no better, bro. And we have to teach them. It's our job.
I hope they see this interview.
Them.
You can't give nobody $150. Miguel, get this camera on me.
Hey, not bro. Another piece of advice for y'all out there. If this your job, like on the real, my boss fired me for real, bro. This became my 9 to 5. So I cannot do stuff for free for you because this is how I'm eating. Mm-hmm. I can't do features for free because that's how I eat. How I'm supposed to make my money, how I'm supposed to pay rent, how I'm supposed to do that, you know what I'm saying? So all you artists out there, if you're a real rapper, if this is your profession, make your money. Do not be afraid to stand on your money, like, period.
And if you're a DJ, if you pay $1,700 for your laptop, you gotta pay that Apple bill off. So, nah, we having fun, man. Chimeka, thank you so much, man. I can't wait to see this show tomorrow.
Oh man,
I can't wait to see this show tomorrow. Run the social media for everybody that already don't follow you.
Oh, my social media is just search me, man. My real name is Chimeka, Chimeka. Look it up. I'm still on Twitter, capping off Murder Meek _ MURDAMEEK_. There you go.
Everything on your site too.
Oh, everything on my site too. Yeah. Nothing like her, no G, just NOTHIM like her.com. Yeah, go get the music. Cool EP available on all major music platforms.
And you got a dope team behind you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Merk. Get your name.
Sierra.
And you got the Bay over here.
That's Brazilian, bro.
Brazilian?
That's Gringo over there.
Hey, he been work. You better keep him, cause he was working that iPhone. Man, you got the neck rest. Like, hey.
That man is a working
better keep him.
fool.
Nah, thank you again, though.
Trapaholic.
Thank you again. We gonna bust this brick open. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Hotrod right here on Power 92.
Ooh.